everyone, welcome to Carrie's Crochet and Craft. I have, well, some more hauls to show you from Joann's. I probably this is probably like 3 different trips that I'm going to do just all at once. They were a bit smaller hauls than normal, and so I just kind of wanted to get everything done to show you what all I got. When I went shopping for these yarns, they were, I think, 40% off at that point. They're now 50% off. But anyway, I wanted to show you everything that I got so that I can finally put it away. I've been holding them in their bags and piles, just waiting to show you guys everything that I got. So I would like to be able to put them away in their various piles because I don't have much place to put them. But anyway, on one of the hauls, I actually found a 20-pound box of polyfill. And I thought, oh my word, what a great deal. 40% off, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think 40% off. Maybe, I don't remember. And I don't know where my receipt is. At any rate, I think it was 60% off. And I thought, that's so great. I can't believe they have a big box of polyfill here. So I got it. And then when I got home, I checked on Amazon, and I could have gotten it for like $20 cheaper or $15 cheaper on Amazon. No shipping, no tax. So that wasn't a great deal. But, oh well. All right. So let me show you some of these other things. I went shopping with my son's girlfriend. She wanted to get some yarn. She actually bought a little kit. I think it was over spring break. Yeah. She bought a crochet kit to make some cute little cow amigurumis, like Highland cow and then a yak. And so I was helping her learn how to crochet with that. And so she wanted to go to Joann and pick out some yarns. So I went there with her, and I didn't get very much myself that time around, but I did get a few things. So I found this Bernat velvet in a golden moss color. I don't know that I've seen it in this color before, so I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. So I grabbed that up. They actually had more of this smocking. I already have this fabric in a smocking, but they had it in the remnant section. So I went ahead and picked that up, and that'll give me some extra fabric. Either I can make a skirt with it, or I can use it, the extra fabric, to make like actual sleeves for with the other fabric that I have, to make sleeves for the dress that I'm gonna make. So I'm glad to have that. It was a really good price. So this was gonna be $21.51, but then it was, what was fabric? 50% off of that, and or 40% off of that, and then another 50% off because it was a remnant, or 30%. Anyway, you know what it is. Regular price, sale price, clearance price, and then because it's a remnant price. At any rate, it was probably only about $5 or $6. Then I also picked up more zippers. If you saw my last haul, you'll saw that I got a lot of zippers. But this time I got the invisible zippers. Last time, oh, there's a couple all-purpose zippers in there. Last time I had gotten just a bunch of regular zippers, all-purpose zippers, which I got a couple of them this time. These are 7-inch ones. I'll show those to you real quick. Some of the patterns I was looking at, though, called for invisible zippers, and this time I actually found them on the other side of the carousel where these were. So I picked up some of those. Again, they were like 60 cents each. So I just got a bunch of 7 to 9-inch zippers. So I'll just show you all the different colors. I just grabbed whatever colors they had because when I make things, I don't confine myself to certain colors. I love a variety of colors, so you never know what color I'm going to use to be making something. So I just picked them all up. I can also use these in craft making as well if I don't want to use them in clothes that I make. But I do want to make myself quite a few skirts, and so these are a good inch. Oh, these are 20. That's a 20 inch. 7 to 9 inch. You know, that's a good length for making skirts or whatever. So anyway, I got a bunch of those zippers, and that's about all that I got on that trip with my son's girlfriend. So on another trip, though, I got Okay, we're gonna do this one first. We're gonna do this one first. Look at that, another zipper. I think in the bottom of this bag are a lot more zippers. Because I thought, why not? I'll just go and get all the sizes. So this is a 20 to 22 inch again, invisible zipper. So I think it was coming out of the bag, so I had to take it out, falling out from the bottom. Anyway, so on this trip, again, I did not get much on this trip. I was just kind of seeing what they still had. And it was on this shopping trip that I actually found out they were getting another shipment in yesterday. So I did this trip, I think last week, must have been. And then I found out they were getting the new shipment and I was like, okay, well, I'll see you next week then. Anyway, on this shopping trip, I picked up some of this Big Twist t-shirt yarn. These are on clearance for $7.97, and so I got these for 50% off. I got it in the yellow, what color is this? Banana color, and then sour lime. And I actually already have ones in these colors, but they're just so bright and cheerful, and I just thought it would make, you know, they'd be fun to make, I don't know, make something out of it. Make some purses or make a, like a shirt of sorts. I don't know. We'll see. I got those 50% off. Then I got this Big Twist Hush. You know, I didn't even find out about these really until the store was closing, and I happened to see these. They got a shipment in, you know, one of those months, where it was a box with all the same color in it. So, and that's all they had, just the one color of this, variety. So I'd walk by and I'd feel it, and it's so, so soft. And I'm like, oh, that's so soft, but gray. What would I'm gonna do with, you know, a bunch of light gray skeins? So finally this last time I was noticing it takes 7 to make a blanket, and I'm like, you know what, I could make a blanket out of this. That's fine. That's fine. So it's a size 5 weight, 100% polyester. Yep. And where's the other specs? 219 yards, 10.5 ounces, 201 meters, or 300 grams. So I got the 7, I do believe, that they said would make a blanket. So there are those. And if you saw one of my other hauls, you'll notice I got, because our store got a new shipment in, they actually had 2 each of 2 different colors, a peachy orange color and a pink color. Yeah. So I'm probably going to add those to these and just kind of mix it up a little bit. So, so soft. I love this yarn. And hopefully Hirschner's will continue to produce this particular line. I don't know if they're going to produce all of the different lines or if they're going to be picking and choosing different ones to make. We shall see. I see down in the bottom of the bag 2 more of these. So I actually have 2 of each plus whatever I have in the back, probably another 1 each of these. So that'll make some fun things. Since it's t-shirt cotton, is it all t-shirt yarn? Is it all cotton? Nope, it's 100% recycled polyester. So yeah, we'll see what we can make with these. It'll be maybe something fun and bright and cheerful. So yeah, more of those. And then it's hard to go there and not pick up some of the cotton, the K plus KNC cotton. This one is Ocean Wave, and I love this yarn. And again, it was one of those things where our store was sent like 2 boxes, 1 box of Ocean Wave and then another of the rainforest. So we had tons of that yarn, and I think it's finally all gone now. I didn't see any there today when I went again. But yeah, this is because this is a past haul, and I bought some today, which I made in a separate video, which I think I already posted. So that's why I'm saying today, but this is yarn from the past. Okay. So yeah, I love this. This is a nice color too. I mean, Ocean Wave, it's a nice light blue, kind of a neutral that you can use for whatever. So I'm starting to like cotton yarn the more I work with it. So I'm hoping to find more patterns to be able to use. but I got 3 more of those, and I'm just going to put them up here with my other cotton yarns. Then I got more zippers. Again, they were like 60 cents each. These are, I think all of these are going to be 20 to 22 inches. And they are mostly the invisible zippers, although I'm seeing an all-purpose one here. Here's the all-purpose in a brown. My battery ran down, so had to get a new one out. So anyway, this is a brownish color. It's called London Tan. So that's an all-purpose. The rest of these are invisible zippers, and most of them are 20 to 22 inches with one 7 to 9 inch in an ecru color. So again, I'm not discriminatory against the colors whatsoever. I love them all. So again, a wide variety of colors. And I think I went to get these 20 to 22 inch zippers because I found another pattern that I like. In one of my other hauls, the one for the shopping therapy that I did in honor of my mom, I had gotten some patterns. Well, I found another pattern on this trip, and it's just so pretty. And I hope I have enough yardages of one of the fabrics that I already got to work for this, which I probably do, because it looks like I only need like 2.5 yards of either fashion that I do. So you can see it's flowy dress, T-length, and you can do, I think, a petal, what is it, the petal sleeves where they kind of overlap, or some puffy sleeves. And then the bodice, you can either come down a little lower, you can go higher for a more round neck, and then T-length or like knee length or just below knee length. So I think that'll be so pretty. Things like charmeuse, cotton blends, georgette, rayon, silky types. And this one requires a 22 inch invisible zipper, so that's what I picked those up for. Because I don't know what color of fabric I'm going to use. So lots of colors. The other thing is, and this was the second time, I have another one sitting over here too. It got torn on the bottom because of the zippers, but look! A Joann shopping bag. But this one got torn, so can't really use this one for much. I might, I don't know, cut it out and frame it or something. So yeah, that is that shopping haul. And then I have one more to show you here real quick. Sorry for the paper bag noise. I just had to fold it up now, you know. So this shopping bag, or this shopping trip, also gave me a Joann bag. So I have 2 of these bags now, and this one is not torn. So I'm going to do my very best not to tear it. So on this shopping trip, oh, I knew I got another one. So I got 2 of these Bernat blanket in this fresh laundry. Yeah, fresh laundry colorway. I love that color, and so I got 2 of them. So the plan is to just kind of make a blanket for myself, or for the house anyway. I'm trying to get the other one out. It's like in the very bottom of the bag. So anyway, there's the second one. So I'm gonna make myself a blanket with those, and then course, since I was starting to make the market bags, and every time I go back there they still had tons of the KNC in the rainforest and the ocean wave. So got those, lots of bucket hats or handkerchiefs, headkerchiefs, shopping bags, tops, something. So I have lots of those to use now. I'm getting quite a pile of these 2 particular colors over here because for the longest time that's the only colors my store had as they were closing. Again, I just did a haul, my most recent one that I bought today, today's Tuesday, so if you're seeing this later, because I'll probably post it later, when I say today, I mean Tuesday. I'll show you some yarns. I showed you some yarns in that one that we got in another shipment. Then, of course, I also picked up more of the cover story in the thin weight. This one is the mustard, then the brick red, I think it is, and another of the light pink. So I got those, and they had a box full of boxes. Oops, dropping stuff. So I had to get myself some. They were only $1 a piece. Joann boxes for yarn. So I can now, I have shelves over there that I've been putting yarn on, but now I have these wonderful boxes for storing yarn in. I was so excited to get these, $1 a piece. Yep. In fact, let's start. Boop. All my Big Twist Hush in gray. I was so excited to. I held myself to 8. I got 8 of them. I wanted more, but I only got 8. So look at that. Look at that. Yarn is contained instead of in piles all over my room. So I'm going to be putting some others of my yarn in these boxes, which I'm super excited about. Have any of you had any luck getting some Joann themed or Joann branded things when you're shopping in your final, in your stores as they're closing? Let me know. So I think that that's it. I think I have caught you up on all the yarn that I've bought in the last few weeks. And I don't know, my store told me they're definitely closing at the end of May. So I said, well, I'll probably be back. So I don't know when. I have so much yarn. I really just need to stop buying stuff. I have been making stuff, so it's not like I'm just buying it and it's sitting here. I am using it up. So anyway, I need to stop now though and actually go finish getting ready. I've been making some more things for the market coming up this weekend, and I need to go do some more organization with that, get all my display items together and get the boxes out there ready to go, and price things. I need to price things and tag things. Today is Tuesday. Thursday I can go set up my booth, and then Friday I could go Friday morning to set up too, but I have the potential of being able to go on Thursday to set up, which I would prefer, because that way if I forget anything, I'll just be back home on Thursday evening and I can take it then on Friday, rather than if I go on Friday and I forget something, it's a hassle to have to come home and get something and then get there in time for it to start. So I want to go on Thursday to set up most of it, probably like my tent and my tables and other displays. And then on Friday is when I'll probably take my products in and get them set up. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this one, because last time I went, it was actually my first time being there as a vendor, and it was my first time selling plushies ever, and I did really well. So I'm looking forward to it now that I have a huge stock comparatively, and just seeing how I do this year. So anyway, I will bring you along on this journey this week as we continue getting ready for the market and get set up for the market and sell items. So really excited about this. So we will see you next time. Bye.